Hey everybody, MorbTron here. Today I want to talk about fusion rifles. If you have been a follower of my channel or a watcher of my live streams for any amount of time, you will know that I am a fusion rifle aficionado. If I can get away with using a fusion rifle in any situation, you're damn right I'm going to be using one. Whether it's, an exotic in PvE content or even Crucible, or in Crucible, I do love me some Gallant Charge, but we'll get to the PvP portion of this in a little while. I want to talk about how many fusion rifles have been added in since Season 9. I'll be comparing that with both snipers and shotguns, and kind of going over just some stuff, just some stats. Just some stats for you all, and why fusion rifles are in such a rough spot. So, since Season 9, so that's 4 seasons, 9, 10, 11, 12, there have been 7 fusion rifles added in. Now that is including Bastion. Now I am excluding the Adept version of the Trials of Osiris weapons because they're basically just a reissue, and I'm not counting them for any of the weapons I'm talking about today. So it's fair. So there have been 7 fusion rifles, 7 sniper rifles are in the same boat. Now that is including the yet to be discovered Cloud Strike exotic sniper, and there have been 12 shotguns. 12 shotguns, yeah, added in since Season 9. Now, this isn't counting things that have been just kind of, they put a fresh new season sticker on it, like the main ingredient was reissued last season. So I'm not counting stuff like that that's been in the game and just has been brought up to not be sunset. I'm counting in brand new weapons that have been added in from Seasons 9 to current. Fusion rifles have been in a rough spot, especially when you look at things like Crucible. Now, in PvE content, the only time you're going to be using a fusion rifle is if you're using an exotic, which is usually going to be either Jotun or Telesto. And for me, most of the time it's Telesto, because it's Besto, but other than that, it does high amounts of damage and doesn't have any range fall off because of the way that the fusion rifle works, with its little explodey mines that it shoots out everywhere. Now, we did get a new fusion rifle this season called the Coriolis Force, I believe I'm pronouncing that correctly, which is a new archetype, brand new archetype, aggressive frame that shoots a horizontal spread, not vertical like every other fusion. So I haven't made a review video on that yet, as I'm still trying to learn the weapon, giving it a fair and balanced review, because every other fusion rifle that has ever existed ever, as far as legendaries go, has always shot a vertical spread pattern, and it just feels way different than this new fusion. So just know that a review for the fusion rifle you're seeing on screen now is in the works, but I'm giving the weapon a little bit more game time to just learn it. Now, going into the PvP aspect of it all, my bread and butter all of last season and this season has been my Gallant Charge. Now, ever since my Erentil got sunset, or was announced that it was going to get sunset, I put it away and stopped using it. And before you get on my case about it, no, my favorite Erentil was not one of the ones that could have mapped you, but it was still really good and balanced. Now, my Gallant Charge is sitting at roughly the same as far as a roll goes. You'll see it right here on screen now, doing its stuff. And granted, that Twitch clip there doesn't really show the best Poggers MLG gameplay. That's just something I spent 30 seconds looking up on my Twitch channel. But this Gallant Charge is a mean one. But the thing is about it, it's a high-impact frame, just like Erentil. And the only other current high-impact fusion rifle you can get is the Alatha FR4, which is very difficult to get a usable roll on. Not to mention that if you get a charge time masterwork on a fusion rifle, it basically ruins the fusion rifle flat out. And the reason for that is, you would think, oh, a charge time masterwork, that's related directly to only fusion rifles, it must be good for a fusion rifle, correct? Wrong. Because the damage that a fusion rifle does is directly tied to how slowly it charges, since the fusion rifle nerf that happened a couple seasons ago. So the faster your fusion rifle charges and fires, the less damage it does. So that fusion rifle with a charge time masterwork sucks now. because lowering or increasing, you know what I mean, making it shoot faster decreases its damage, which decreases its effective range in the Crucible. So you don't want a charge time masterwork, you want a range masterwork, and you want as much range and stability as you can possibly get. And the Olathe can do it, but it's very difficult to get that good roll, to make it stable, to make the fusion bolt spread pattern not be terrible. And the Gallant Charge, the one that I use right now, my bread and butter, you cannot get. You have not been able to get it since Season 9. And that puts Legendary Fusion Rifles in a very bad spot. Now, the reissued main ingredient that was brought back up yet again last season does have some pretty juicy rolls on it. Now, again, you can't get that anymore this season, but if you got a good one last season, you'll still be fine. But hopefully one day, Bungie will add in another high-impact fusion rifle, or just make fusion rifles not suck. Because currently, the only plausible fusion rifles to use, the only fusion rifles that won't get you completely murder-horned in half in the Crucible, would be a high-impact with a God roll, or one of the exotics. Now, comparing that to sniper rifles, you can basically use any archetype you want. They might not do as good as some of the ones that have the most aim assist or a short zoom scope, but you can always get the job done. A headshot is a headshot. But on a fusion rifle, it's completely different. You have so much other things to worry about than clicking on heads. You have the fusion bolt spread pattern, you have the recoil, you have the target acquisition on it, the way the target acquisition works on fusion rifles now, charge time, all this sort of stuff, and having to pre-fire. There's a lot more, I wouldn't say skill, because there's a lot of skill in sniping as well, but there's a lot more game sense involved with the fusion rifle to correctly pre-charge, so you don't just have to start charging when the shotgun ape starts running at you. But, shotguns, moving on to those. 12 shotguns have been added in since Season 9, and again, that's not counting the Adept version of the Trials of Osiris one. That is including any exotics that have been added in since Season 9, and that is not including any shotguns that might have been brought back up, kind of like the main ingredient got brought back up last season. So, 12 shotguns. Granted, some of them are slugs, and slugs shoot a lot differently than a regular shotgun, but still, a shotgun is a shotgun is a shotgun. And some of them, the faster firing ones, might not be able to secure a kill as far away as, like, oh, a Fellwinter's Lie. But they can still get the job done. And a shotgun is a shotgun, especially when you're crouching around the corner, hitting off the radar, or aping at somebody with stasis. So, I guess the point of this video is, I'm really, really ready for fusion rifles, maybe not to be the meta, because I don't think they'll ever be meta, but maybe just a little bit less trash would be nice, Bungie. Wouldn't you say? Maybe it's time to maybe not make fusion rifles shine, not like Erentil used to, but maybe make them at least a little bit less dull. But let me know what you think in the comments section. Are you a fusion rifle user? What do you use currently? Is it sunset? Are you sad about it? Let me know in the comments section. That is it for this video, so if you liked it, hit the like button for me. I would greatly appreciate it. If you are new here, subscribe for more Destiny content. But do not forget to have a good day, everybody, and I will catch you all next time.